continuing coverage of Ball State Hall of Fame weekend here on Ball State All Access and BallStateSports.com. We turn our attention to soccer and the first inductee in the program's history. Dee Nocero, Vega, joins us. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
What's this all been like? Describe maybe the week leading up to it and then driving back onto campus and having this arrive.
Sure. It was really surreal. Coach Ron Rainey actually called me. He was my coach here when I played, and he told me the news, and I was really shocked and really humbled and really grateful. And I didn't really realize that. I knew that no one had been inducted, but kind of now women's soccer is in the Hall of Fame here, and that's a big deal. It was a fun drive over. It was a lot of memories, like taking the drive, when I was in college here and being around campus, and a lot of some of my teammates are here, so it's been really awesome.
It's not that we don't like soccer, by the way. It's a time thing. The program's fairly new. It takes 10 years to get inducted, so now we're at the point where there will hopefully be the flood of soccer players going in.
That's right.
But on that note, the program was new when you committed to it. It started in '99. You committed probably close to then. What was it like for you to take a chance on something that was brand new?
That actually played a giant role in where I chose to attend college. It was when I was a freshman. It was its third season in existence, so it was a way to just have a major impact on a young program. I really believed in the coaching. I loved the girls on my visit, so it just seemed kind of like a no-brainer at that point.
What was it like being a part of that once you got here and kind of seeing things come together and grow, and now being able to take a step back and in 2016 it's a championship level program and think, hey, I was a part of the beginnings of this?
Yeah, I guess as a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, I didn't really have the scope of experience to really put it into perspective. I didn't have any perspective at that point. So I was just, a student athlete, just trying really hard, trying to gain minutes, so I didn't really put it in those terms like that. But now that, I'm older and when you reflect after, you kind of that was really cool, a big deal, just be a part of a program that's doing really well now.
Recall your career for me. What stands out these years later of, people always say the relationships last with you most. Mm-hmm. Is that true in your case as well? Or are there on-field things that still stick with you?
There's a couple of things it's mostly the relationships, and then when we get together with, old teammates and stuff, we relive some oh, do you remember that gamer? But really, it's really the friendships that stick around. And I coached after I played a little bit, and that's really the things that we always told the young ladies is that, yes, these games are important, but the stuff that you're really going to remember is the bus rides and all the relationships that you develop. So yeah, by far that's the main thing that I really would take away from my experience.
Which is funny because at the time you're oh, the bus ride, and now it's the bus rides.
Yeah. You're oh, I miss those bus rides.
Update us on what you've done now. I know you went to work for the Browns after college, which we won't hold against you, I guess, but it seemed like it was a cool job.
Uh-huh.
And then you got into coaching. You went to Illinois State. You went to Campbell. What's been going on in the years since you left Muncie?
Yeah, so I worked at the Browns, like you said, using my major. I was editing video, and then I got into coaching from there, changed careers, and I coached for 7 seasons, and then I transitioned into corporate wellness. So I was working for a company in Raleigh, and I was a corporate fitness manager, internal wellness manager, just instilling the corporate wellness program to the employees. And we moved just recently back to Ohio, and it's really funny, I'm back at the Browns. I'm their wellness manager. So
after I just said that, yeah.
Full circle, I guess, yeah.
The Browns are great.
Yeah.
What's now, when you take a look back to what has Ball State meant to you academically, not just athletically also, but how has the university impacted your life, and how has what you learned here and what you experienced here still come into play with what you're doing now?
Being a college athlete it's like a school in itself. You go to college, you have the academic portion, so you're learning the skills needed to fulfill maybe your job after college. But when you're on a sports team, it's kind of like life school. You have to get along with tons of different personalities. You have a coach and a coaching staff that are demanding nothing but the best, and you have time management. There's just so many great skills that sports instill in young athletes, all the way up to college athletes, professional athletes. So the skills, the lessons, the leadership, work ethic, all that stuff that goes into being a successful college athlete really translate into my professional career. It's all the stuff that I would do as a student athlete, and things that when you hear people complain about, like, that's just what it is. I don't really complain about certain things. It's just, just a work ethic thing, and that's directly from playing sports and learning that specifically in college for sure. When you're in that kind of transitional, like, rite of passage where you're in that fun period where you're kind of growing into yourself.
Well, Dee, congratulations on the honor. Enjoy tonight, and best of luck getting up on the podium.
Thank you so much.
That's Dee Nocero, Vega, first inductee in Ball State soccer history, here into the Hall of Fame, class of 2016.